story so wrong about fats. There were religious objections to eating meat as early as the 1800s that influenced American opinions, but a major turning point was in 1955 when a presidential health scare shocked the nation.
News of President Eisenhower's sudden illness, described by his doctors as coronary thrombosis, came as a severe shock to us all.
President Eisenhower in 1955 had a heart attack. He was out of the Oval Office for 10 whole days, and that really focused the attention of the nation on this problem of heart disease.
Cardiovascular ailments continue to take an increasingly heavy toll of American lives, 1 million this year.
The nation was really in shock, and there was a desperate need for explanations.
And people were like, whoa, what's causing all the heart disease?
Here are vital statistics. They show that this problem here in America is the worst in the world.
There were a number of ideas about it. One was that it was vitamin deficiency. Another was that it was the rising tide of auto exhaust, more cars on the road.
Of 10 men, we can expect 5 to get it. But we can't say who, or when, or why.
Now you can look back now and say, well, that's pretty easy to understand. Everybody was smoking.
Raleigh? Oh, no thanks. I have a pack.
More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
In the 1950s and 60s, cigarettes were in.
Spud cigarettes are cooler than cool. Smoke Spud cigarettes, that's the mild, happy rule.
Here, have a Viceroy.
Eisenhower himself smoked 4 packs a day.
What do you think?
This is what I was really looking for.
If you look at the trends for cigarette smoking against the increases in heart disease, they track together. But at the same time, the consumption of saturated fat was falling dramatically.
Everybody was smoking. Now we know smoking causes heart disease or contributes to heart disease. But at the time, of course, the tobacco companies were like, no. Tobacco, smoking, it doesn't cause heart disease. So all the scientists were like, hey, I wonder why we're getting so much heart disease.
There's one theory that was proposed by Ansel Benjamin Keyes, who is a pathologist at the University of Minnesota, and he said that it was saturated fat and dietary cholesterol that caused heart disease.
It's like, okay, but how do people eat butter for the last sort of 2 millennia? And ever since 1970, it causes heart disease. It's like it didn't cause heart disease before.
At the same time, consumption of sugar, refined oils, and refined grains were on the rise in America, but Ansel Keys focused on fat as the cause of heart disease.
And he thought that total cholesterol in your arteries would build up and clog your arteries and give you a heart attack, like hot oil down a cold stovepipe. So that was his idea. It was just a simple idea.
You know, to blame a sort of ancient food for a modern disease was completely illogical. It didn't make any sense, but you repeat things enough and you get it out there enough, people believe you.
As American author H.L. Mencken once said, for every complex problem, there is a solution that is simple and clear and wrong.
It's the biggest scam ever perpetrated on the American people, this whole notion of cholesterol.
If you have high cholesterol, you may be at increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Don't kid yourself. Talk to your doctor about your risk and about Lipitor.